This woman just went to the bathroom on the plane. She never thought that this would save her life. Just as she finished using the bathroom and was about to return to her seat, the plane suddenly shook uncontrollably. The momentary weightlessness threw the woman into the air. When she woke up, she found the surroundings in a mess. The woman wanted to open the bathroom door but couldn't no matter what. She could only use her feet to forcibly kick it open. When she came out, she was instantly stunned. She saw a world of ice and snow outside. Apparently, the plane had crashed into a snowy mountain during the flight. After a search, the woman found her family. Unfortunately, they were already frozen into ice. She tried hard to dig the bodies out of the snow. At this time, a man heard the sound and came out of the plane. Only the two of them were left in the entire plane. The two could only rely on each other to survive. They tried to find a way to leave this place. After collecting some usable supplies, they started out. Before long, they arrived at the edge of the snowy mountain. This was also the only way out of here. The two had no choice but to risk their lives and climb down along the cliff. But for the woman who had acrophobia since she was a child, this was even more difficult than climbing to the sky. She misstepped and almost fell. Fortunately, the man pulled her back in time. After unremitting efforts, the two finally reached halfway down the mountain. But the cliff here was 10 times more difficult than above. The woman felt dizzy just by looking down. They could only move sideways along the steps. After walking a few steps, the woman was blocked by a large rock and didn't dare to go forward. She looked at the cliff under her feet. She was so scared that she couldn't move. The man had no choice but to stretch out both hands to pull her over. Although the woman's legs were already weak, in order to survive, she could only fight to the death. She finally managed to step over, but as soon as the man wanted to advance, he found that there were no more rock shelves. The two were trapped halfway up the mountain, caught between a rock and a hard place. At the critical moment, the man suddenly thought of an idea. He leaped and jumped down. He happened to fall on a tree. With the cushioning of the big tree, the man landed safely. He quickly told the woman that this method was feasible. Let the woman jump down towards the big tree. But for a woman with acrophobia, it was really too difficult. But under the man's encouragement, she still jumped down. The man was almost injured. The man got up and saw the mobile phone was also smashed. Even if it wasn't broken, there was no way to have a signal. Might as well throw it away. After resting for a while, the two began to continue on. Soon they came to another snowy mountain. As they walked, the man saw a cave ahead. On this cold, snowy mountain, it was perfect for keeping warm. He hurriedly called out to the woman behind him. Let him speed up. But at this time, the woman was obviously a little weak. Just as the man was about to go over and pull, he suddenly saw a terrible scene.